to Stageworks and to our Art for Abolish event. We are really thrilled to be hosting this event this evening to raise awareness on human trafficking in the Bay Area and our Abolish movement. The Junior League of Tampa, if you don't know or you're not familiar with us, we are an organization that's been around for about 89 years, and we have over 1,800 women as members, and we focus our volunteer efforts in education and child welfare. And this human trafficking is near and dear to us because of our efforts through youth and foster care, and we really hope to raise awareness tonight and throughout the year around this horrific crime. So I wanted to welcome you all. Thank you all for coming and sharing in your evening with us. We have a great presentation of quite a variety of different things planned for the evening, and so I hope you enjoy.
Good evening. My name is Marie Kibler. I'm chair of the Abolish movement, which is a committee of the Junior League. And the Abolish movement is an initiative of the Junior League in partnership with the Free Network, and it aims to increase awareness of child sex slavery in our community. Art for Abolish is a multidisciplinary arts event that features a dramatic monologue by Stageworks Theater, ballet performances by the Tampa City Ballet, as well as dramatic performance pieces by Power Stories Theater. In addition, in the lobby, you may have noticed sculptures. Those sculptures are based on actual human trafficking cases, as well as artwork that was produced by human trafficking survivors. So if you didn't have an opportunity before the show, please take a moment to observe those wonderful pieces. In addition, there's a piece up here that's also part of the sculpture exhibit. I know you're all here tonight to learn more about human trafficking and what you can do. Dr. Brooke Bello, a human trafficking champion, will inspire you and help you lend your voice to the victims who do not yet have a voice. I wanted to acknowledge our special guests tonight. We have State Representative Janet Cruz and her husband. We also have the artist, Jen Garrett. She created the pieces that you see tonight, the sculptures. Introduce Dr. Brooke Bello, who is one of our speakers tonight. We will now play a short video about the Abolish movement that will provide you some additional insights into the Abolish movement campaign.
The mission of the Abolish movement is to bring an end to the human trafficking epidemic. The movement launched in January 2015. You may be asking, why does Tampa need a human trafficking campaign? Unfortunately, the state of Florida ranks third in the nation in human trafficking, with Tampa Bay considered a hotspot. The average age of a sex trafficking victim is 12 years old. The Junior League of Tampa was chosen by Add to Tampa Bay as their 2013-2014 public service client. The Junior League, in conjunction with Add to Tampa Bay, created an awareness campaign about human trafficking. We wanted the campaign to be flexible enough for adoption by others across the state. Abolish is an opportunity for multiple community stakeholders to present a powerful message underneath one umbrella campaign. Abolish campaign had over 100 community partners. The mission of the campaign was to raise awareness among Tampa Bay residents about the sex trafficking epidemic. As we began the campaign, an interesting question arose. Why don't people already know about the child sex trafficking epidemic in Tampa? Unfortunately, it's an uncomfortable topic to discuss. In addition, the term trafficking is often confusing to the general public. Abolish movement used a variety of media sources, everything from billboards to guerrilla marketing to banner ads on websites. Streets by hosting a kickoff rally featuring Tampa Mayor Bob Buckhorn. Downtown Tampa skyline also featured imperial purple, the signature color of Abolish. As a result of the Abolish campaign, the National Human Trafficking Hotline saw a nearly 30% increase in calls from the Tampa Bay area. This is important because it led to 24 new cases being reported. In addition, the campaign generated over 32 million impressions. The Abolish Movement Committee hopes you will join the movement as we work to abolish one of Tampa Bay's worst claims to fame.
I'm Elena Day with the Junior League of Tampa, and now we are going to have a dramatic monologue performed by Marlene Peralta. Please welcome her.
I was at the movies with my sister. He said I reminded him of his daughter, and he brought me here to the streets of Tampa Bay. He seemed nice at first. He said he loved me, that he had friends who would love me too. He gave me pills and said they were candy, but they made my head feel fuzzy. That was 10 years ago. My days are filled with needles to keep me hooked, tricks to earn him money, and men who... But it's not just me. Every week he brings in someone new. Some the same age as me when he took me, some younger. Boys, too. They do terrible things to the little boys, and I try to help them as much as I can, but they can't leave. I can't say anything. He said he'd kill me, kill my family. And that's why I do what he asks. That and drugs. I tried to stop, but they made things easier. When I'm high, I can pretend I'm somewhere else. Besides, who would want me now anyway? I'm nothing. He says I'm just a whore, and that he loves me, that I'm valuable to him. Of course I am. He can tell me over and over and over again. And he will.
Our next presentation is a dance ensemble performance by the Tampa City Ballet Company. Tampa City Ballet is a not-for-profit community ballet company under the artistic direction of Ms. Paula Nunez. Their mission is to create unique works of art using ballet and modern dance to educate, inspire, and engage our community. Ms. Nunez is the owner of America's Ballet School, assistant professor of dance at the University of South Florida, and former soloist and principal dancer at the Cleveland and San Jose Ballet Companies. Protecting Innocence was created by Ms. Nunez with assistance from students Sarah Walton and Becca Heidenberg to raise awareness about human trafficking. Using the artistry of ballet, the dancers bring us from innocence into entrapment and from darkness to the hope and dignity that comes with rescue, restoration, and renewal. Please welcome Tampa City Ballet.
Executive Director of Redefining Refuge, Natasha Nascimento.
I don't see anyone, but good evening. Thank you guys so much for being here. I noticed that from what I can see, there are some gentlemen in the room. It's always really nice to see men standing behind this cause. It's not very often that we get to do events or any speaking engagements where you see some men come out and support the cause, so I appreciate that so much. Redefining Refuge is a safe house for girls that are ages 12 to 17. I'm going to step over here because I can't see. And I'd like to step talking to. So we provide a safe haven for girls that are ages 12 to 17. And when I first started doing this work, I was like the Lone Ranger in Tampa, the crazy South African foreign girl that was saying there was human trafficking going on in Tampa. So it's very humbling to see a lot of people here. Interestingly, when we started doing this work, people said, "Where are you getting these kids from?" What do you mean, where are we getting them from? Where are you getting them from? Thailand, South Africa? And I'm like, no, from St. Pete. No, okay, well, where are they coming from? St. Pete, Tampa. So a lot of the misconceptions about trafficking is that there are children that are being bought and sold and taken from places to places. That's not generally the case. There's children. Every single child in our house are American citizens. Not that that matters to me because a child is a child is a child, but still, there are American kids that were born and raised in this country and are being sold on the streets of the hospitals they were born in every single day. Awareness is amazing. We need awareness. Awareness and education eventually create change. But one of the things that I think we do is we get very wrapped up in statistics and all these different things that go on with events, okay? One of the statistics that I saw in the slideshow said that because of the Abolish campaign and the awareness, reported cases of human trafficking had gone up, which is great. We want them to be reported. But do you know what that actually means? When oh gosh, the slide, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to fall over. Do you know what that means when I see that, a statistic like that on a slide? Do you know what that means for me? Do you know what that means for my staff that are sitting in this room? It means that we're getting emails and phone calls every single day. That's what that means. It means that there's kids and they're real children. Like we take the human aspect out of this cause away. I feel like a lot of the time these are real kids. They have grades and they go to school and they have goals and they have all these different things. And so when I see a statistic like that, that means there's 7 kids maybe that I have to say, you know what, you can't come here because we don't have any room for you. That's the reality of what's going on. That's real. And I feel like I couldn't drive that home anymore. It's so important to me for you guys to understand that this is not just something that we do once a month when it's Human Trafficking Awareness Month and sort of, wait until next year. This is something that goes on every single day. It goes on in our community with real children. Again, before I have the pleasure of introducing Brooke to you, Brooke is a survivor, but she's so much more than a survivor. Any person that I've ever met that has actually endured the trauma that our kids have endured, they're so much more than a survivor to me. They're the reason why I can get up every single day and go to work. They're the reason that our staff gets up every single day and goes to work. Because they give us hope. They give us hope that our kids can take all the ashes and turn it into beauty. And that's our organization. I encourage you to go outside and look at our table. We have some art pieces outside. And the reason that we chose those things, and the kids did this on their own, is it represents like their past and their future, what their experience is in their present. And it's very powerful. And so I'm going to let Brooke tell you all about herself. But Brooke, thank you so much for being here. And again, just thank you for being just a pillar of hope. My hope is that all of our kids can, take all of the ashes from their past and just do something extraordinary with it. So.